Yeah. Welcome to the podcast, Stop Crying Poser, greatest podcast known to man. As voted by Christmas baby names, Belle, Carol, Mary, Christian, Holly, Noel, Angel, Joseph, and Clara. Is Clara involved in a Christmas song or what? Shout out to everyone who chose to tune in live. Can I scroll up, please? We got Meatball Head, Paul Miranda, Day Day, Guy Just Toad, Bro, Drode, Bro, Day Day, Cam, Late Bloomer, Paul Miranda, Low Key Day Day, iBook Boy, Notorious, Trey Landings, Roll Fast Joe, D Trick, Trey Landings, Cam, Toad. Did I leave anyone out? I feel like I said half of your names twice. Welcome to the podcast. We do this podcast every single Friday, right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, right here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. The time is 3:58, which means we are 28 minutes late. The reason we're late is because I got up a little bit late. I went to sleep early. I went to sleep late, but I woke up early. I went to sleep. Wait, that was a song. I went to sleep. I slept a long time. Okay, I went to sleep early, woke up late, because I wanted to get some work done this morning, but it didn't even matter. It rained all night last night, and I feel like the rain might have made me sleep a little more deeply because I missed a ton of text messages and voicemails. Usually, I'm the type of guy where if my phone goes ding, I don't hear it at all, but if it dings twice, I wake up, and if it rings, I'm definitely waking up. Since it rained, all the work I was going to do in the backyard, I don't have to do it now. There's no reason to get out there in the mud trying to assemble a mini ramp, which was my plans for part of today. Maybe we'll get to work tomorrow. Although with everything being wet, I'll probably go ahead and wait another, I'll probably just wait another week. I did wake up to a fun voicemail though. Last night on stream, we hung out with, who was over here? Girl Ryan was here and Stems was over here. And we broke a table. If you guys don't know, I stream Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and oftentimes we break a coffee table. So we broke a table last night, and Girl Ryan, we had said maybe we would go eat today. So she called me, although I had overslept, so I missed the call. And she wrote in a voicemail, like, hey, what's going on? You said you wanted to eat today. Let me know if you want to go eat or something like that, or fuck, whatever you want to. Wait, fuck, I'm messing up the story. She's like, let me know if you want to go fucking eat or something. And then the transcription said, let me know if you want to fuck. And I read that, like, let me know if you want to fuck. Wait a minute. Girl Ryan wants to fuck? Turns out it was a wrong transcription. All she said was, let me know if you want to go fucking eat or something like that. And then she kept saying things. She was like, oh yeah, last night was fun, breaking the table and shit. I should come over stream more often. Anyways, let's go eat. But the transcription just stopped at fuck. There was at least 3 more sentences, and it stopped at, let me know if you want to fuck. And I thought that was so funny because it made me think about what, first off, as I'm reading it, I was like, I gotta hear this voicemail. There's no way that's what they said. Because I knew the words were wrong. And I got to thinking, like, what would fuck mean in real life? And then I thought, oh, saying it would mean like, oh, dude, we're gonna fuck. Capital fuck, then lowercase fuck. It's like that one time, like it's your birthday, you know, or that one time when it's gonna be extra special, you know, like, oh, hold on a minute. We're not just gonna go bang. We're gonna fuck. Chill, dude. Anyways, I thought to myself, now I'm going to use that phrase for the rest of my life, and I think you guys should too. So if you guys are in a relationship, or maybe you have a girlfriend or wife or something like that, tell her like, hey, I'm busy tonight, but on Sunday we're going to fuck. And make sure the first fuck has to be totally capital letters. Second fuck, no fuck. Or you know what? Maybe you say that to a man. Maybe you're gay. Like, hey, dude, your ass is about to get fucked. Okay. It's funny I can get that much joy out of a mistranslated voicemail. Feel free to use that phrase in your day-to-day speech today. Speaking of the mini ramp, I'm downsizing the mini ramp. It's going to be 50% Like, it's funny, I had a plan for what I was going to do when I took apart this mini ramp, and I got halfway through taking it apart, and my plans changed because I realized, like, that in my head, it's going to look different than what I want it to. I remember I tossed out some ideas like, oh, maybe I'll make a little putting green, or I'll make a little area for Koopa to play in like some soft dirt, or maybe, you know, truck in some sand or something like that. But my new plan is, for now, I was going to downsize it by like 70%. I decided I'm only going to downsize by 50% of like the area that it takes up. And I'm going to lower it by 6 inches, because the older you get, I feel like every 5 years, you should be falling from a lower height than you were before in skateboarding. So I'm going to fall from 30 inches instead of 36 inches. So that'll be nice. And I have more room. It's going to be shorter, and it's going to take up less space. And instead of building a putting green right away, what I'm going to do, I have so much trash and scrap wood back there that I'm going to build a little fire pit. And when I say build, I mean I'm going to stack up some fucking bricks. I have a whole corner full of bricks. I'm going to stack up some bricks around the mini ramp, get some chairs. On Monday, half-price chairs. Chairs are half price at the Savers. By the way, I need some tables because I broke my coffee table last night. I'm not a big fan of like the bonfire, you know, the fire pit kind of thing. But if you think about it, for me to take apart all this wood and then stack it up or try and hide it in my trash can, you know, a little bit at a time each week, it's going to take months and months and months and months to clean up the backyard. Or I could have, you know, invite some friends over, drink some beers, have a fire pit, and that wood would be gone in like 5 days. You know, wood burns pretty fast. The only downside is it's all treated wood, half of it's plywood. So, you know, a little bit of cancer carcinogens, you know, a little bit of chemicals going into your lungs never hurt anybody that much. So I'll just have to sit away from the smoke. I live in a neighborhood. Obviously, you know, having a fire pit the way that I'm going to build it is not allowed. But no, because I live in the neighborhood I do, no one would ever care. No, everyone minds their own fucking business. First off, there's way worse things going on within you know, like 100 yards between, you know, like crazy fights and fucking animals being mistreated and drug houses and tweakers squatting inside houses that don't belong to them. I don't think anyone's gonna care about my little fire pit, and it'll be fun. Maybe since the fire pit's at my house, I'll try to enjoy it. One thing I don't like is every time I do go to someone's house and there's like a little fire in the backyard, I don't like smelling like smoke. That's also kind of the worst part about hanging out at the bars that I go to. They all stink. And I don't think it's because of lack of cleaning or people throwing up or bad pipes or something, bad sewage line. I think it's just these buildings are really fucking old. And you get a building like that never closes. There's always a person in there. There's always people in there farting and breathing and just existing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 25 straight years. Those buildings all just stink. And that's the worst part about coming home from those bars is your clothing stinks. If you have long hair, your hair stinks from what I've heard. My jacket. Sometimes I come home and leave my jacket outside. I leave the jacket outside so the wind can get it. And that's not just that bar. That's most bars. But also that's my big complaint about the fire pit is I don't like the way that fire, like, you know, a bonfire smells. Also, I don't like the way weed smells. It's always Walmart. It's always Walmart. You walk in Walmart, you're going down the aisle, you pass 50 people, and there's that one person where you go, holy fuck, dude, does he not know? Does he not know you can smell this guy from 15 feet away? Smells like weed. What did he do? He just grabbed the weed, burned it a little bit, and rubbed it all over his clothing? Or is he dropping like breadcrumbs of weed everywhere they go? It's got to be the worst fucking smell, in my opinion. Some people like that smell. I don't know how or why anyone would, but they do. Toad says, bro, after we hung out, Toad came to one of the ninja cons. After we hung out, I could smell my clothes from the laundry basket. Don't be mad at the weed. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at who's negotiating your deals. Yeah, weed, bad smell. Fire, bad smell. Old ass bar, bad smell. try to avoid it. How do we get to talking about this? Oh, the mini ramp. The mini ramp is going to be awesome. I'm really excited. Taking everything apart, I think, is way more annoying and a little bit more tedious than putting everything together. I'm realizing now that the way that I put this ramp together was not put together in a way where I planned on taking it apart. At the bottom of the ramp, I used both screws and nails. What's going on with screws mixed with nails? That's making, to take this apart, that's making it twice as fucking hard to figure out which one of these tiny circles is a screw, which one is a nail. I'm probably coughing so much because, you know what? It's probably from taking apart that mini ramp. There's so much dust, old ass dust mixed with mold, just going into my lungs. Probably doesn't matter because after the bonfire, I'm gonna have fucking lung cancer anyways. Speaking of lung cancer, really morbid way to start a conversation. As I'm taking apart my mini ramp, I'm making a lot of noise, and my walls are only about 5 feet tall. So if you stand on your tiptoes, you know, you can look over. Well, if you're me, if you're really short, if you're tall, you can just see over all the walls. So when my neighbor looks over, he's like, "Oh, like you're taking apart that ramp, huh? How's it going? It's getting smaller. Yesterday I saw you working out here." I was like, "Hey, dude, how's everything going with you?" And he's like, "How's everything going with me? Well, my wife has stage 4 lung cancer, so not good." And then it's times like that you think to yourself, why did I fucking ask that? Why didn't I ask nice weather? I should stick with nice weather we're having. I should stick to that nice weather we're having as it's a hailing thunderstorm. Nice weather we're having. Okay, I'll get back to work. I'm gonna stop asking how anyone's doing for the rest of my life. Because how do you continue the conversation? I literally said, well, I'm gonna get back to work. Big gulps, huh? Yeah, nice big gulp you got there. What else has been going on in my life? Little thing I noticed regarding narcissism. I saw this online on my Facebook. Someone, I get it if money's tight and you don't have the money to get someone a Christmas gift. I mean, coming from me, I spent $19 to buy 12 mini pocket knives, and I gave a pocket knife to each of my friends. They came out to like $1.90 or something. Do the math. Less than $2 per knife. I gave out all those things, right? I'm not a big fan of like, hey, I drew you a picture with macaroni. Here's your Christmas present. You're like, I'm in my mid 30s, dude. What? You giving me a drawing? Just don't give me anything. Don't give me anything. Just say money's tight. I saw on Facebook, this chick is giving out photos of herself. That is your gift, a photo of me. The narcissism, it's through the roof. I didn't think it could get any worse than, you know, like people filming themselves on TikTok, 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 and Instagram all day. There are bitches out there taking pictures of themselves, not their titties, not their pussies, not their fat asses, just them doing a selfie. Here's your gift. Me fully clothed, regular looking, everyday gas station, Walmart human being. Here's me. And it's a gift for you. Like, you might, a fart would be a better gift. Merry Christmas. It doesn't make any sense, dude. I saw that. And no one, because it's Facebook, and because it's a chick, like, no one calls them out. And I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. I saved it. I saved this little knowledge. I was like, I'm going to talk about this bitch later. I'm going to wait until Friday and talk about this bitch. I don't understand. Here's a photo of me. I mean, coming from the guy that does trivia and gives out Ninja Lifestyle stickers, but at least these, you can stick to something, right? You can stick the sticker on something. It's like an advertisement. It's a cool logo. It was touched by me. Wait, am I a narcissist now? Dude, how much is a Polaroid camera? Is that still a thing? Can I go to like Walgreens and get a Polaroid for like $5? How much are they actually? Because if that's a thing, I can start sending Polaroids of myself as prizes on the podcast. Imagine that, dude. Anyways, I hope I'm not calling anyone out. But if you are planning on taking a photo of yourself and giving that to someone as a Christmas gift, then it might be time to jump. It might be time to just do a flip on the way down. Anyways, Speaking of giving away free items, Ninja Lifestyle stickers. Would any of you like to win a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker? And also, because it's almost Christmas, notice my Christmas hat. Today's trivia will be available for anyone all over the world. Oftentimes when we do trivia, it's only for people that live in America. No. Today, anyone in the world. My gift to you. I bought 2 international stamps. Last time I was at the post office, or I bought 3 and I used 1. So I have 2 stamps left, and these stickers can be yours. All you have to do is be the first one to answer this trivia question correctly. And the question is, which popular Christmas beverage is also called milk punch? I'm not a fan of this particular, well, listen, I think I turned a certain age and I stopped liking milk. I think that age was like 3 years old. After I was done sucking on my mama's titty, I all through like elementary school, you know, I eat cereal, but now like since like 18 years old, I don't think I've ever bought milk, maybe once or twice to cook with. Sometimes when you make mac and cheese, like milk is involved. Other than that, and there's no reason. It's not because I think that it's weird that it came from a cow. None of that's not the point. I just think milk is fucking weird. It looks weird. The texture's weird. It's weirdly thick. It's thicker than water. I don't like it. Drode MF is the winner. He says eggnog. I book boy second place. Cam. Everyone said eggnog. Can anyone tell me what actually how do you actually make eggnog? Or do you not make it? Do you buy it? For the longest time, I thought eggnog was specifically an alcoholic drink. And I guess it's not. I mean, I know now that it's not. I thought eggnog, 100% of the time, if you got an eggnog, it was alcohol in it. But I guess it's, why do people drink it? And why is it a Christmas thing? I understand, first off, on Thanksgiving, if you eat turkey and stuffing and all that, it's because it's good. Most people that talk about eggnog, they're speaking negatively. Anyways, I buy it, but I don't like it. Why? Drode, why? Why don't you like it? Anyways, Drode, you are the winner. Send me a DM after the podcast. I will get the stickers to you. Cream, milk, eggs, and spices. Cream, milk, eggs, and spices. Yeah, I don't know. Egg yolks and milk and some sort of spice. So it's egg, so it's yellow. I haven't seen, the eggnog that I've seen comes in a carton, like a square box. In Canada, it probably comes in a bag. Because they do everything backwards over in their goddamn Canada. But if it's yellow, I already don't. Though, like, milk being white, it already looks weird, right? It'd be like drinking mayonnaise or cum. And then if you turn the cum yellow, oh god, and then add Christmas music, ugh. Oh god, what a nightmare. The whole thing sounds awful. I'm not interested in that. Can we talk about, speaking of narcissism, can I explain something? I'm going to explain this in tomorrow's video where I review pro skater Miyagi skateboarding. Whenever he comes out with a part, it's crazy. He does a lot of balancing act and puts the board between his legs and does cartwheels and shit. He's a very unique skateboarder. I made a video, and listen, this guy does these tricks, and they're not really high skill tricks. They're just kind of circus tricks. They're weird. You know what I mean? The guy balances on one hand and then walks with his skateboard and quacks like a duck and then lands with one sock on. Weird shit like that. Flamingos and shit. And like he's having fun. I compare shit like that, like for that guy to do a real pro skater trick, like let's say a feeble down a handrail. Let's say a basic trick that 5-year-olds are doing today. 5-year-old amateur skateboarders are doing this feeble grind down a handrail. You know how the skateboarders jump down the stairs on the rails? For this guy to learn that, I think it'd be next to impossible. I think you could give him 5 years, he would never learn how to do it. But if we took that 6-year-old who can jump down rails and we said, hey, can you learn all this dumb circus shit? I think it'd be easy. I think they would learn it in 2 hours. You give one guy 5 years, he'll never reach that level. You give this guy 2 hours, he will reach that level. And I've always looked at skateboarding as like a challenge where I want to get better at it. I want to be as good as possible. I want to be all terrain too. I want to skate the bowls, the transition, the rails, the manuals, the curbs, the stairs, the rail, like everything, right? And if you can't skate all that stuff, I get it. I understand. But there's some people who not only can't skate everything, they can barely do the one thing they're good at, they can still barely do that. And then when you call those people out, they go, you know what, dude, it's not about getting good. It's not about getting good at skating. Skating's not about getting good. And then you say that to me and I go, yeah, of course not for you. Of course it's not about getting good for you because you can't. You're not able to get good. It's too challenging for you. So what is it about? And they go, it's about having fun. Now, yeah, of course it's about having fun. That's the bare minimum. The bare minimum of skateboarding is having fun. Imagine being good at it, and they can't imagine because they never could. And when you tell that to a skateboarder, they start crying and they shit their pants, and they cry and they whine. Here's my thing. If you go to a bowling alley and say that, no one cares. I say, me, for example, I'm bad at bowling. All right, I go bowling. I try to beat 150. I try my hardest. Oftentimes, I don't beat it. That's a terrible score for a good bowler. And even though I try bowling, I try even when I'm going once a week, I don't tend to get much better because I don't have anyone to show me. I don't think about it. I don't watch YouTube how-to videos. I don't spend much time correcting my throw. I don't take any mental notes. I just don't really take it serious. And I'm just there to have fun. Here's the thing. I'm bad at bowling, but I'm having fun. In skateboarding, no one can be bad at it. The new version of skateboarders, no one's bad. If you're having fun, you're suddenly good. So you can't say that in bowling, right? You can't throw 4 gutter balls in a row and say, I'm having fun, therefore I'm good. But in skateboarding, their egos are so fragile, I guess, or something, where you can't be like, oh, you can't skate switch, you can't tray flip, you can't slappy, you can't do anything. Dude, you're fucking terrible at this sport. No, I'm not. I'm having fun. So that means I'm good. No, kid. It doesn't mean you're good. That's just a huge disconnect in skating. And I was curious if anyone had any thoughts about that. Anyways, that doesn't really have anything to do with Miyagi. I think his videos aren't there to show off, outstanding skateboarding skills. I think his videos are there, I don't know, to show off, something creative that we otherwise wouldn't have seen. Oh, I would have never thought of that. Oh, I would have never thought of this trick. You give someone an obstacle, or you see something out in the street, I don't know, a fire hydrant next to a curb, next to a trash can, and you go, oh, fire hydrant, curb, trash can. And then you just keep walking and mind your business, continue your day. But then you see someone like the skater Miyagi, they look at it, they go, oh, I can do some weird skateboarding trick on that. I'll spin the skateboard on my hand, I'll shove the fire hydrant into my ass, and then I'll jump into the trash can and roll down the hill sideways before clucking like a chicken, and we're gonna film it really artsy. And you go, I would have never thought of that. Nice. Nice. I would have never thought of that. So I am a big fan of the Miyagi parts, but it just made me think of the bowling metaphor, that skaters all think that they're good. If you tell a skater they suck, it's so personal. It's so personal. They've been skating for 2 years and you can't ollie. It crushes their soul. But it should crush your soul because you fucking suck at this. And I'm glad you're having fun. But those two things can occur at the same time. You can both be having fun and suck, right? You ever heard of a blowjob? Yeah, they can exist at the same time. Anyways, I bought some. If you guys like spicy things, oftentimes we talk about spicy foods on this podcast. Everyone has a Walmart near them. If you have a Walmart that has a cheese section, whether it be a Walmart grocery or a super Walmart, if they have cheese, feel free to check out the cheese section if you like spicy shit, because they have a limited edition Carolina Reaper infused cheese. It's Jack mixed with mozzarella, and they have some type of Carolina Reaper powder in it. And although it's not as spicy as you would want it to be, for a Walmart brand product, a great value product that costs only $2, two single American dollars, definitely worth checking out. Go over there, make yourself a grilled cheese or a quesadilla. We made a turkey lunch meat grilled cheese on stream the other day. Came out fantastic. I burnt it a little bit, but the second one, I made 2. I made one on stream, one not on stream. The second one Came out fantastic. If you guys are fans of, well, everyone likes cheese, right? If you guys are fans of spicy shit, definitely check out the Carolina Reaper cheese at Walmart. Also, last week I mentioned the secret menu. My local bar, I bought them a bottle of Dave's Insanity Hot Sauce, Carolina Reaper. And I wrote down a little recipe. I said for each portion of wings, you know, let's say 8 wings, add a half of a teaspoon of Carolina Reaper to whatever your buffalo sauce is, which is probably it's probably Frank's and butter. So for each portion, like a half of a teaspoon. Boom, they did it. I ate these wings. They burnt my fucking mouth off, and then I did it again. Yesterday, I went over there and ate, and I got chicken fingers instead of chicken wings, and they had a different cook in there. So it was I was testing them. I got the secret menu. They did it perfectly. I feel like a go-getter, right? Some people, I feel like I've been kind of like that my whole life. Not to butter my own dick, not to butter my own dick or anything. But some people would go to the bar, right, and they'd get the wings because I want the spicy wings, and they serve them. You eat them. You go, damn, these aren't spicy enough. This bar sucks. I'm not gonna eat here anymore. Oh no, not me. I say, oh, there's a problem here. Let me see if I can change it. What can I do to better this situation for next time? Rather than just go, man, the wings weren't spicy enough. Let's go somewhere else. I was like, you know what, dude? I'll go on Amazon right now. I'll buy the hot sauce. I'll talk to the head chef, the who's in charge of the kitchen. I'll write a little recipe down. He was down. There was no problem. It wasn't like a big thing. He's like, oh sure, dude, yeah. He just says, yeah, let the bartender know what we're talking about. I'll tell the other cooks, and then next time you come in here, we'll have some spicy shit for you. And I'm like, dude, sick. And then 2 things. Number 1, I feel accomplished. I feel like I did something. Number 2, I feel like a go-getter, like I solved a problem, right? I have purpose in my life now. And number 3, I get to eat something that I like. And then also, there's a little extra part of that where I feel like a cool guy, like a tough guy, because yesterday the 2 cooks came out. They're like looked at me. They're like, damn, you're gonna eat that shit? I was like, yes, and I ate it. And I'm like, it was perfect. It was hot. It got me out of my comfort zone. One single bead of sweat went down my head. And then they were like, damn, dude. It was like one of those things like, damn, dude, he ate something spicy. And I'm like, yes, I did. I'm cool. So I guess if nothing more that you can gain from that, don't take no for an answer. Don't let your dreams be dreams, okay? Go out there, you kick in the door of the kitchen, you tell them what the fuck you want. Sir, this is an Applebee's. No, bitch. It's not an Applebee's anymore. I'm taking over. I'm the captain now. Can you imagine? That would be a good internet prank video. Where are those pranksters at? Just run in Applebee's, pour hot sauce on everything and run away? Roll Fast Joe says, like Nardwar says. Nardwar. Like he says. All you have to do is ask. Exactly. That's all I got for topics, but I did want to run some movies by you guys, and one is kind of interesting. If you guys have seen on Netflix, it's like top 5 movie right now, Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo is a video game that I first played on PlayStation 1. It's where you drive these race cars, and then you win a race, and you get money, and you can upgrade your race car, and you can switch to another race team. And sometimes you're playing this video game, and it makes you race for an hour straight, and you win more money the longer you race. Everything looks really 3D and really good graphics even for the time. And I think now they're still making Gran Turismo, the video game, and it's very popular and it's super good graphics. So anyways, this movie came out called Gran Turismo. Oh, that could be cool. It's about a video gamer who plays Gran Turismo, I guess, for his whole life or whatever. And then one day, the racing series, whoever is in charge of the race car shit, they're like, dude, we want to do this marketing campaign where we get a video gamer and turn him into a real life racer. And that's gonna build support. It's gonna get a whole new demographic of people watching. People that now play video games are now gonna be race fans. It's a great idea. And then I find out this is potentially based on a true story. So I'm like, oh damn, that could be cool. So I'm watching this movie, and this kid, he wins the contest. Oh, cool. And now he's driving a real race car. Nice. He's about to win his first race. Then he crashes. His car flips over and he kills a spectator. And I said, oh, fuck, this is based on a real story? They let a video gamer drive a car around human beings? This video game nerd drove an actual race car and killed someone? How is that a happy ending? Also, next thing you know, they're going to let women drive and be like, can you imagine the carnage and devastation? Can you imagine that movie? Is that a movie? Is there a movie called Women Drivers? I'm not sure. Anyways, the movie ends with like a happy ending. It's like a happy ending. Like you forget that someone died. There was a movie like that called What's Up Rockers, I think in like the 90s, it might be the 2000s. It's a skateboard movie. It's a skateboard movie where all these guys, this group of skateboarders, like goes across California. They go to another city. They get lost, and now they have to find their way home. What was that other movie, like Warriors? It's kind of like Warriors, but with skating. They have to get home, and they keep running into all these problems. And then at the end, they finally get home, and everyone's happy. But you forget, in the middle of the movie, one of those kids dies. And then everyone's like high-fiving, like, we made it home, dude. You forgot about the dead kid? Like, your best friend died, and everyone's celebrating the getting home? Same thing with this Gran Turismo movie. At the end, everyone's high-fiving. You know, forget this guy fucking died. What the fuck, dude? Like, I didn't forget. Also, if you guys have watched Stranger Things, I can't think of the guy's name. The guy that plays the cop, the main cop guy, really good actor. He's one of the main stars in this Gran Turismo movie. So if you like Stranger Things, you might want to check out Gran Turismo. And I'm sorry if I spoiled it. Someone died, but yeah, whatever. It's okay movie. Very corny. Very corny. I felt like I was watching like Tony Hawk, a movie about Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Or you guys remember that movie with Kevin James where he becomes a fighter? He's like a substitute teacher and he becomes a fighter and he wins like the UFC championship. But in the middle of the movie, like this is when you know it's like a really corny movie. Joe Rogan walks up to him in like a restaurant. And he's like, "Hey, you're that fighter. Yeah, hey, I'm Joe Rogan, sports commentator, and I want to sign you up for the UFC." Like, what? That's your job? Like, certainly there must be someone else out there doing this job. And these sorts of, $1 million deals aren't negotiated in the middle of a restaurant, like in passing. Oh yeah, Team X Blade. But I'm on Team X Blade, dude. Here's $200 for being sponsored. Plenty more where that came from. Show up to the skating event tomorrow, and you'll get paid more cash from my pocket. That's how skaters get paid. Some guy in a fucking Hawaiian shirt hands you cash out of his pocket. Oh, man. Dude, the corniness of some movies. And I get it. Like, not every movie has to be perfectly, aligned with reality, but there's a lot of corniness in Gran Turismo. Anyways, I also watched a movie that really tricked me. I watched a movie that really fucking tricked me. You know when you're on Netflix and you click on like a title and it gives you a trailer or like a short, sometimes not a trailer, sometimes it's just like a small cut. I don't know why I did this. A small cut from one scene, and that's gonna let you know if you want to see the movie or not. Well, I started this movie called Carol and the End of the World. Carol, like someone's name is Carol, and the End of the World. And the teaser, thank you, Drode, the teaser was actually a really funny scene. So I clicked it and I'm like, oh, this is a funny scene, dude. Like, fuck yeah, like I might like this movie. It's animated, funny scene, the voices are cool. Clicked it. I watched 8 episodes. I watched the whole series. 8 episodes, like 45 minutes. How long is that? I must have spent 6 hours watching this fucking show. Not until episode 7. The part of the teaser that I watched was in like episode 7. At the end of the whole fucking show. I had to watch this thing for 5 hours to get to the part that I thought was funny. Guess what the first 5 hours was? A slow, depressing, boring, no action having ass movie. Nothing exciting, dull, depressing, sad, boring, nothing. Nothing of substance. And they could have told me that in the teaser. And then the one like somewhat funny part that happens, a funny part happens, and then another hour of boring nothing happens. Whoever chose that teaser section is a genius. Yeah, I would not recommend it. Well, okay, I would kind of recommend it, and I have to do some more research on this. There was an FX show called Baskets, and there's one character in Baskets who's like Eeyore. If you guys remember Winnie the Pooh, Nobody likes me. The world is terrible. La 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 la. I don't like this. Every day's a rainy day. If you guys remember that character in Winnie the Pooh or in Baskets, it's the exact same character who is the star of this show. Although the entire thing is sad and boring and slow. If you like that, if you feeling like sometimes if you're depressed, seeing like depressing shit like makes you feel happy, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, you break up with your girlfriend or something, and you watch a breakup movie. You're like, oh, okay, like fuck, like I'm in the mood for this, right? Or yeah, you watch a sad. You're kind of sad. You're in like the mood for a. I'm stuttering so bad. You're in the mood, Freddy. You're in the mood for like a slow, sad movie, and then you pick a slow, sad movie. Sure, but this Carol and the End of the World is a super sad, depressing, horrible movie series. But if you like that, it's very well done, well animated, great voice acting. Like the structure is great. Just it's so boring and slow and shitty. And late at night, I don't want slow and boring and shitty. I want an action movie. I want a thriller. So whatever. If you're into that, check it out. I feel like I spent way too much time on that final topic there. That's it. That's the whole podcast. Can I get a hell yeah from everybody in the chat room? I appreciate you guys hanging out for the podcast. If you tuned in late, don't forget the repeat of this podcast comes out on Sunday, early in the morning on iTunes, on Podbean, on YouTube, on Podcast app, on Spotify, everywhere where they have podcasts. You can check out this podcast on those streaming sites, whatever. Also, if you want to tune in live, it's more fun live. You guys can always catch me live on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle every single Friday around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. And if you're late, don't worry, because I'm usually late too. I woke up this morning craving pizza, so I put in my little Tostinos. Is it Totinos or Tostinos? Totino's pizza. You know those little pizzas are like $2. Put that fucker in there, ate the whole damn thing. I even added some ghost pepper on it. And I said, I don't got no shoes on or nothing, Jesus. I don't care about this fucking podcast. It'll start when it starts. So, anyways, it's fun to watch it live. Let me shout out you guys. Late Bloomer, Drode, Cam, 702, Paul Miranda, iBookBoy, Drode, Trey Landings, Roll Fast Joe, Toad, Bro, Drode, Low Key, Paul Miranda, Trey Landings. Yeah, I won't see you guys. Well, if you only view the podcast, you guys won't hear from me until after Christmas. So I hope everyone has a good Christmas. This stream is not going to end. I'm going to open up some of my Christmas gifts for myself in a minute here. So don't go anywhere. But as far as the podcast goes, this is the end of the podcast. Everyone have a safe holiday out there. Holidays also make family members go crazy. So make sure you have a weapon on you. If one of your family members gets too drunk off the eggnog, make sure you have a weapon. That's what I gave all of my friends got weapons for Christmas. Also, if you need any last minute Christmas gift ideas, join my Discord and I will show you guys where to get the 12 knives for $19, and you can hand out 12 knives to all your friends. Great for skateboarders, great for people that work in an office, great for a warehouse, and great to have in your car because eventually you're going to need to cut something. Maybe a little string. A little string is coming off your shirt. You want to cut it? Do that. Anyways, have a great weekend. And as I always say, don't drink too much, but don't drink too little. I'm going to send out Polaroid pictures of my dick for Christmas.